Let's start off with our quarterback, Tua Tagovailoa. Now, last Saturday, he threw the practice pass that was heard around the world. 65 yards on the money. Dolphins fans were losing their mind. It was unreal. What are your thoughts on Tua heading into 2022? And what do you think? He has a lot more weapons this year. He has a real left tackle this year. He has a coach who's got an offensive minded. What are your thoughts on Tua in 2022?
Oh, happy day. Oh, happy day, Mike. All the things that he didn't have before, he kind of has now, right? You have a offensive-minded coach who actually knows what they're doing on offense, whereas you don't have a defensive coach trying to teach offense to you, or hold you back as a a first or second year player. You have a player like Tyreek Hill, who's probably arguably the best player to come through Miami since Ricky Williams, right? And that's huge. Tyreek Hill alone, just like we saw Xavier Howard last year, you got the clip, you got some turnovers in Xavier Howard in your intro there.
Yep.
Xavier Howard's the type of player that he can make a game-changing play, turnover, fumble recovery, interception, whatever, and it's going to turn the tide for your team and lead to a win. Tyreek Hill does that even more than Xavier Howard does. A huge, huge pickup. And you mentioned, Teron Armstead, and he's has a slow start to training camp because he's on the maintenance program, still has to come along this season. I'm hoping for the Dolphins' sake that it doesn't linger past week one. Obviously week one is a goal for everybody, but it takes a ramp up time for him to kind of get up to a spot here. We're talking about a 10-year vet coming off, I believe, a knee injury. So the O-line is still going to take some steps to kind of get where it needs to go. But when you got guys like Jalen Waddle and Tyreek Hill running down the field, Tua doesn't need probably more than 2-3 seconds of coverage to get the ball to those guys or throw it in the area where he knows he's going to be. So it's a huge year for Tua. It's a huge year for Tua. There's really no excuses around him. And I mean, as the season goes on, knock on wood, some things are going to happen that, are unforeseen. And the way we look at the team now might change because of it. I'm talking about the I word, injuries. Talking about other teams that might have a better day than you when you see them on a Sunday, but it's all on Tua for now, and it's up to him to really, really push his franchise forward and take everything that's kind of happened in the past and channel it into some kind of energy and let it release on the field, man.